Hi everyone and welcome. So today we're going to be talking about how to create an e-commerce website, and not just any e-commerce website, an e-commerce website for a skincare brand. So everything that you are seeing here, I'm going to show you how it's going to be done. And due to the way AI is coming in and everything is just rapidly growing fast, we decided that these templates, instead of us, building everything from scratch, we will show you how to install these templates on WordPress. And we also have other feed, like for example, now if you want to know how to build a form, footer, whatnot, there are other videos that we will link below for you to have access to this. Then also, if you feel like okay, you want this, because we're going to also give this for free. Yes, everything you are seeing here, and in Figma, this is also the Figma file. We're going to also release this for you to have access to. But if you feel like okay, you may not know how to edit and it's going to take your time and everything, we can also help you edit it, but with this particular template, yeah. Or if you want something custom. So without wasting more time, let's install this in a new WordPress site. So if you come here, you'll see that this site is actually going to expire in 24 hours. So this is a test site, and you we have this new. And if you may be wondering, how can you have a test site, a site to test maybe new plugins, new things? They are not is not paid or anything. I've been using them for a while. That is Zipwap. Just do try.new. That's try.new. Yeah, just type it in and it will give you a free WordPress website. But if you sign up, they'll give you, I think, for like 24 hours or so. So that is how I got here. Free WordPress site, you don't have to stress or do anything. So now, one of the most important thing is we importing the files. So once you download the files from the link I would send to you, all you just have to do is um come to settings first. I like to make sure everything is being set up for the site. So if you working with permalinks, make sure your permalinks are in post name. Very, very important. If your permalinks are not in post name, change it to post name and click on save. So the next thing I have to do is I'll have to install some themes and other things to set the ground for the import. So I'm going on the file, there's going to be a list. Let me show you here. Few seconds. So this is something like this. So this is where you're going to get a Figma file and some other things. So there's going to be a list here. I'll be listing all the plugins that will be needed on the site. So the first thing we're going to install is Kadence. So we are building this on a Kadence theme. So we're going to install this because Kadence, between Kadence and Astra, I am loving Kadence, and the way Kadence is going, they're coming after Astra. So once you've installed it, the next thing you are going to do is click on install the starter theme. So while you wait for it to activate and do its magic. Okay, so once it's loaded, all you just have to do is click on classic theme, so you don't disrupt, WordPress with any little thing, it heads is going cushy. So once you have this is a pre-made templates that you can make use of, right? But most of them are on premium. So, and again, this is free. Like what we are doing here is you don't have to use any paid plugin, paid theme, or anything. Everything is free. So the next step is we are going to install our plugins. So very, very important. So we're going to install the plugins. This would enable us to know which plugins that we are going to make use of. Okay, so we're going to delete this. I don't think I need this. I don't need these two guys. Then we are going to add new plugin. So one of the so Cadence has its own Cadence block builder, because we are using this site is being built with Cadence Gutenberg. So we are going to install it. Then once we install it, the next thing that we are going to install, we can check our list to be sure that starter template has been installed already. We have WooCommerce and this Fibo search. I'll show you what these guys do in a jiffy. So we are going to bring in WooCommerce because this is a WordPress, like we are selling things, so we need it. So we're going to install it. Okay, so after installing, the next thing that we are going to do is we would activate it. I was thinking if activating it now, but let's activate it now, but we will do other settings on it later. So this is more like um skip. Select your country. Are currently based in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so once you are here, just leave this. You would come back to this. I know you guys are anticipating the main thing. So we are going to go back to plugin again. Then once we come here, we're going to click on the last one was Fibo search. Very, very important. I'll show you. I'm just going to install it, but I'm not going to activate it yet. I'm going to show you the importance of this. So if you already have an e-commerce store, there's an importance of this. So now, I think we are done with the installing of the necessary term that we need. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to import our template. So I'm going to go to tools and import. So this thing here is you can actually select what you want to import, and you can import everything if you want. So this is the WordPress. So then we're going to click on run importer. So when I click on run importer, I'm going to click on open file. So since it's here to this particular one, this is the one you're going to select. So now I'm going to click on updates. So now it's going to ask me where. So this should carry the name of your site because we are using a test site. That is why it's carrying some weird names. Then click on download attachment like image, pages. But since you have the Figma file, you don't have to sweat it. You would have access to all the images and the rest. So we click on submit and we wait for WordPress to do its magic. Okay, so once it's done, if there's already stuff that already exists, you leave them. Then you click on have fun. Okay, so now once you on your own site, you may not see this because this is because I'm using this stuff here. So now you might be wondering what next. Let's see our site. We imported one thing, but let's see how it looks like. So now you might be looking at the site and I'm like, okay, what is this? This is not what I'm seeing here. So don't worry, don't panic. So the next thing that we're going to be importing is going to be importing the Kadence theme. So this is one way. For example, now if you build websites and you don't want to always, you're having issues with backups and everything, this is one other way to back up and install your site, especially when you have a particular settings for your theme. So now we're going to come here for import. Then we're going to choose a file. Then you're going to choose this file, this import file. So when you choose this import file, you're going to click on import. So this is our customizer. So this is WordPress default customizer. So now once you could see that some things have started to pop up and the rest. So what you have to do to make sure we clean up the site very well. So because of this is an example video or learning how to do this. So you have your color. So if you want to edit your color and everything on the site, this is where you come to edit it, the button. So it's like global. So once you do this, anywhere this particular color is in the site, it changes. Same thing, the typography. Say for example, you want to edit it and you don't want the existing theme here, or sorry, text. You edit the text, you edit whatever every other thing that comes with it. So you have your free will. But if you are someone that don't want to touch so much, well, still no problem. So this is our header. This is where we have our logo and every other thing. So we have our footer. Our footer, I'm going to show you how we're going to do that later, when we are done with this. So general, you don't touch anything. So what you just have to do is come here, because every other thing is set. You're going to come to home page settings, and we're going to move it from static to from latest to static, sorry. Then we are going to create um we're going to create, not create though, we're just going to select the home page because we already have it. So I'm thinking of we creating. So once we select the home page, some things will change. Then it's going to ask us for blog. We already have a blog page, so we're going to come here and select our blog page. So now this has done some stuff. You see that some changes are coming up. You could see all these and the rest. Then click on publish. So now when you click on publish, don't forget to always publish. You come up to menus because our menus look chaotic. So then we have different menus. So we come to main menu. This is our main menu. We come to view all locations. So now these are all the menus we have. Then view all location. Then you can see that we selected main menu. So once we select our menu comes in clean. Then not secondary. For footer, we don't have a footer menu yet, but we just call this footer for now. But for footer, we're going to do something different for our footer. Yeah. So I click on save. That we can still leave it and select whichever one you want. So we click on publish. Then once you click on publish, the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to make sure everything looks okay. Then we're going to come to the home page, and you can see you already have the site, everything installed for you. So we're going to still come down to check if there is any other thing that we are missing. So WooCommerce, everything. So if you click on shop, because we're going to still check if our shop is set and everything. We're going to do that as well. But if I click on shop, I don't think it will take you to shop. Yes, because we've not set a primary shop page. So now for customizer, this is done except you want to do anything personal. But we'll come to customizer for the footer later on. Let's do this first. So now once you are done with this, the next thing you can see that your site is now looking like the way we have it in this site. So you can see this is the main one, this is the test one. So the next thing is widget. That is the footer. So when we to edit the footer, we just have to come to the dashboard. Then when we come to the dashboard, we're going to come to appearance and we're going to come to widget. So I'm going to open widget in another page. There's a reason why. So I'm going to go to all pages. So now once I go to all pages, I am going to, so if you notice some duplicate files, so when you want to import, before importing, you can choose to delete, because WordPress by default creates some repeated files, right? So what we are going to do is we're going to delete, always delete, clear everything, right? So for here, things like cards, you can delete cart because there is no special customization we did to cart. But if there was a special customization, I'll still show you how to add the cart page, right? So we trash any extra things that is not needed. So we didn't also customize, over customize the so we have new arrivals. That's, I don't think we need these, but I'm just trying to look at, so I myself would have done like deleted this before importing it. So refund policy, we already have refund policy. we have our shop. I'm going to trash this. This is not our shop page. I'm going to show you how we're going to add that. So sample page trash. So now I left with our core important page. So now this is the footer. So I'm going to open the footer in another page. So now why you are seeing the footer here is because this is a custom footer. We are not using the footer that came with Kadence as a theme we get. So we are actually using this particular footer. So how do we do this? So we're going to click on edit. So you click on next. So this is how you edit your site. And if you want to edit your footer too, this is where you edit. Then you come here to change the logo if you want to change the logo, the text, and some other things. So there's a video I'll leave below how to change footer. Like I have a whole tutorial of footers, QA sections, and whatnot. So there are so much like hour-long videos about this. So yeah. So we're gonna copy this, make sure you are here, then you're going to copy, then you're going to click on next. That's when you're done editing. So if you edit, if you don't want to edit, right, but edit everything you need to edit before bringing it to this place. So here we will just do this, and we're going to click on paste, then we're going to click on update. So now once we have created this, so you could see that some pages are not tagging with the original page. So you can click here to open and say, okay, this is not the cat that we want. I need to add this cat, right? So if we had deleted the wrong, yes, the one that came with the site, this would not been much of an issue. So we have our cat page. Sorry, I think I didn't add a cat. Where is it? Cats add done. So you see that the cat page is gone. So our privacy policy is saying drafts. So we are going to upload, we're going to open that to select it, open. Then we're going to go to privacy policy. So this is our privacy policy. I'm going to add that. Then I'm going to remove this. I'm going to click on done. What's the privacy policy? I is privacy policy. Let me delete. Sorry, privacy policy. I think I deleted both the good one and the okay. So whatever the case may be, you would find once we update it here, you would see it. So now this is everything. Like I said, whatever you save first. So once you've saved, you would copy. It has a double save, so you copy and you come to your widget. You can delete it by deleting here by right clicking and delete, or you can just as you copy you paste, you see that automatically pasted. But if you just don't want to make any mistake, just delete, right? So now how does this show in our site? So we are going to open our site in another tab, and we're going to come down. As you can see, automatically it comes in. So you can click on customizer if you want to edit your footer. So the footer is at the bottom, so you can click here to edit your footer, and this is the widget. So we added the widget here so you can edit it. So now the site is taking shape and you will be able to do whatever you want. But sometimes you may ask a question, how do I edit? This is not difficult. Just click on edit. So then you click on next, 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 just get started. So you can see that this is here. For this is background. So anytime you tap on anything, any elements you tap here, you have the option of layout, style. You have style here where you can edit what you want to edit. Then if you come here, you can also edit, like for example now from your, so you can edit this. Like I said, if you are not that much of a professional, you can contact us and we can help you edit and change whatever needs to be changed. But if you're a pro, you already got this. And we also have videos here on our page to guide you on each, like how to create different sections in a website. So you can remove pictures, like all these images. They are just placeholders for you to change, right? This is a placeholder for you, and there is a link to whatever place. You can change all the links, like a good website builder will change. So this place, you might notice the home page. Let me open. Okay, you can do this. If you notice the home page, you'll notice that there are some Instagram tags. You might be asking yourself, how did we go about this? So it's not difficult. Let's say I go to Instagram, and on my own home page, I feel like I want to represent this ebook, or let's say this is a recent client job. So all I just need to do is I'll click here, I'll come here, and I'll click on embed. So including caption, I'll just turn it off, then copy. So now, as you can see here, what is showing here is this lady. Or if I come here and select all, delete, we know how to select all and delete and paste, then I click on send. Don't No need to preview, but if your system is capable enough to hold, it used to go cuckoo sometimes. That's why. So as you can see now, this showed here is not showing, so it's going to show your page. I just use Instagram as a default example. So like I said, everything here is editable, from this picture to everything you are seeing is editable to the form. If you where you want the form to, by default you can set, you can add more form option. Like if you want to collect extra name, you can do that, but we are not doing that. So you can add anything you want to do and you can save. So that same thing goes to about us, same thing goes to all the other pages in the site. So then the most important thing, WooCommerce. So now you may ask yourself how, or how is this created, the product and everything. So this is the site, and you can see how the product here is displayed. So if you have more customization option, you can make this full width, you can change the color of this. Anything you want to do is in your customizer. So the next thing that we need to show, if you want to edit, you can delete this product because we already have pre-products here. So if you come to the home page and come to the product section, we have pre-product here, so you can delete this. So to add the product is not that difficult. So you click on product. So if you are using a direct product, right, it's just a one product, you can add a product name, description. It's a single product, so we call this single product. So virtual product that people that want to sell books or some other stuff, then you have short description. So short description usually comes here. This is where short description is. If I click, okay, I don't want to edit this. So this is where short description, and this is where long description. So where does long description comes in? It will come here. So you would see it here, description, then you get to see long description. So you can change your product image and you can add to cart. If I add to cart, you can see that it's added to cart. It should load. So let's cancel this. So now if you click here, you can see that we have the add to cart. That was, the delay was due to my own side. Yeah, so you can add the card and you can go to checkout, and this checkout loads. This is where you see, so we've not set up payment and other things. I'm going to show you how to go about that. So I'm just showing you everything about the e-commerce. So now the search too, we're going to work on search. This is not how the search is supposed to look like. So if you come to the main website and you come here, this is what the search look like. Take for example, now I want to search for skin. I click on skin, it automatically search for the product. You can see that anything that has to do with skin comes up. So, and also it is also mobile responsive. So it's also mobile responsive and clean on mobile. Yeah. So the next thing that is very important for WooCommerce persons is the WooCommerce itself. So these are the settings that you need to do in order to have an effective store. So the first thing is you come to settings. So in settings here, you have your address. You fill in the address that you want, name, whatnot, then selling in locations. So if you choose that, okay, I want to only sell to a particular country or sell to a specific country, let's say Nigeria, you don't want to sell outside, don't want the headache of any other thing, you can select this option. Then if you want to ship to different location, disable shipping totally and everything, you can. That's if you don't do shipping. Then default customer location, um like whatever how the site picks customer location, it is true by default as shop country, and hence like geolocation and everything, but this is the best. So enable taxes if you have taxes, then enable coupons, that if you want to add coupons to your site, then calculate coupons. This is where you put naira, dollars, or whatever currency that you want. So this is okay. So now when you go to products, this is the product page. So this is where we set the product page. So now if I click on shop and I click on save, then I go to shop, you can see now it's displaying everything that has to do with our shop. So no matter how many products you have, and you can sort by what type of product and the rest. So the next thing here is redirect. We don't need to turn this on. That's when you add the product to cart, it redirects to cart page. No, we don't want that. So review can only be left at very, very, very important to turn that on. Then you click on save. Then there are also many other settings like inventory. This is out of stock. So this is my email attached. Then you have downloadable product, approved product, advanced. So the next important thing is shipping. So you can choose to allow shipping. So if you want shipping, you can click on add zone. Zones are like, okay, I want shipping either local, so local, or I'll just call this Nigeria shipping. So then zone, I just call it Nigeria. So everywhere in Nigeria, or if you choose, we can just say Lagos, but let's say everywhere, let's say your store is all over Nigeria. So they'll ask you what shipping method. So you can select a flat rate. So flat rate is just like how much wherever this person are. This is just a flat rate for shipping. So for each state, you can, like, instead of saying Nigeria, you can say Lagos shipping, Abuja shipping, and every other places that would, not sell. They will not see any shipping fee there. So you can put flat rate and you put the cost of, let's say for example, at 3,000 anywhere in Nigeria. Sorry about that. Anyway, Nigeria, you can, so you click create and save. So automatically it saves. So you have shipping settings. There are more settings here. So calculation, hide shipping cost until the address is entered. This is just settings at your own discretions. Then we have classes, then local pickup. Local pickup is, so I'm just, this is for new beginners just in case, right? So you can enable local pickup, meaning if you don't want people to ship, you can say I have a store, just come and pick it up in my store. So you click on pickup, add price for customers who choose, add a price. No, so it's supposed to be free, so you don't have to add anything. So local pickup, you put your local pickup address, so whatever address you want to pick or select, you add it. So now after that, you come to payment. Payment is very important. Let's save. Always remember to save. So payment is very, very important. Let's go there. So now for payments, you can choose to install Paystack. For Nigerians here, we use Paystack. If you have a PayPal or what they call Stripe, you have to install the Stripe plugin. So whatever country you have, you put it there and they'll tell you the payment method that works very well for you, right? So the next thing you are going to do is you're going to click on offline. Say for example, you want to enable offline payment, so you can enable direct bank transfer, right? And you can do cash on delivery, whichever you want. So for direct bank transfer, you put it there. So at the end of the when someone purchases it, they would be sent your bank details, right? If you don't want to, if you don't have, because sometimes to register a payment gateway takes time and many stress. But if you just want to accept payment for bank transfer, this is it. So you put whatever details there, you put the account name, number, and this will display at the end of your purchase. So yeah, so same thing with cash on delivery. If you want cash on delivery, you enable it. So now let's go back. So account privacy, this is a very important page. So you come here and say enable in. Okay, enable login during checkout. Like when someone is checking out and person has an account, they can easily log in. This is a good one. Then allow customers to create accounts, especially those ones who don't have an account. You can allow customers to create an account before placing an order, right? Or and you choose where they can create on my account page or during checkout. So during checkout is very easy. So for new persons, so you can see you just keep this. You don't need to then change the English from here if you wish to change the language or how they spoke. So emails, very important. So emails are important because when you send an email, this is how it's going to look. So you can update the logo and update the color. So everything, this is how the email comes to you. So all these colors, everything here, you update it. So if you change the color, you can see how it will look like in this place, right? So you can see real time what it will look like. So take for example now, if I change the color to our primary color, let me go to our Figma file and pick one of our primary colors and I select it. So when I select it, I'm going to come back to my email and I click on this and I click on paste. You could see it loads. I went load, it changes. So this is where you change every other thing that you need to. So this is why WordPress is one of the best um, e-commerce website builder. So this place you leave there for now. So this way you click the site to go live. You see it's showing coming soon. This way it puts it to go live, then click on save. That's when you are done with everything. Then advance. This is where, for example, now if we didn't have a cart page, this is where we come and search cart. This is, for example, now terms and condition. We don't have a terms and condition page. We come here and search terms and condition. So this is WooCommerce. This is almost everything you have to set up there for WooCommerce. WooCommerce comes with products, comes with payments. So everybody that have paid you comes with analytics, comes with marketing. So analytics is your store information and everything. And with this simple site that you are seeing, trust me, I know people that we've built site for with these simple settings and they are raking in millions in their sites. No jokes. So it's all about the product you sell. Sometimes so far the site is smooth and working and users know how to use it, it's just going to depend on the product you are selling, right? So now one other settings that you have to consider is, for example, now if your privacy settings was not selected, this is where you can select your privacy policy. Then the last e-commerce plugin to show you is that search. So when you come to plugins and this is a Fibo, you activate it. So when you activate it, you click on, you can skip. I need to keep on click on skip, right? Because if I don't click, it's going to be a problem. So when you come in, this is where you're going to make some adjustments. You click on replace, so it's going to replace whatever let me cancel this so we don't get too confused. Leave. So it's going to replace the default search here. It's going to replace the default search. So we're going to select that and we're going to click on save. So now when we come back to our page and we refresh, you see it changes automatically. Then we have this beautiful thing here. So and on your mobile, it's also very responsive. When you click on it, let it set, then you can search whatever you want to search. So you have your mobile this thing here, so everything is set for you, and you can start using the site, edit it to your own taste and to your own writing and everything. So this is the about us page. You can also edit what you want to edit. Then if you come to the contact us page, you can edit what you want to edit on the contact us page, change all the information, the address and everything in the site. So then the last thing is Figma. How do you install the Figma file, right? So it's very, very simple. If you have your Figma file, just come to, let's say this is your Figma, right? Then all you just have to do is click on come to create. So depending on where you are, if you're in recent, if you are okay, I think majority of people will be in this page. So all you just have to do is come here, then click on import, then import. You go to this place and select this, so all the files that you have would come here, because I already have it, so I don't have to re-import it again. And if there's any file that is missing, you can let us know. And don't forget to subscribe and like. And if you want any other type of website in this way, let us know in the comments below. And if you like this and you want to see more of this, let us also um, know. This would help us, create more templates like this. But for now, enjoy this template and give us feedback as you want. Yeah, bye for now.